Hey guys, what's going on? Wanted to make a video about the progress of my Unreal Engine game I'm developing. I started this project around 2 years ago, had an interest in Unreal Engine, was searching around the web, and found a very good tutorial on a survival first person game for Unreal Engine 5.1. Now I am running Unreal Engine 5.3.2 is what I actually started it on. And over the course, I have found that there are differences in that revision from 5.1 to 5.3.2. So I can't follow everything step by step in the tutorial. I have to go out, figure things out. As an example, yesterday, last night when I was working on this, there were some issues with the collision for some palm trees, and the player was able to walk right through the palm tree. And come to find out, it was some inertia, which I believe is in. So this setting was introduced after 5.1, and this was checked as true. That took me quite a bit of a time to find because I created all these destructible palm trees to where the player could actually chop them down, but the player was able to walk right through it. I was still able to chop down the tree. And here, let me show you here. Let's load up the game. So I'm going to go ahead and equip my hatchet. I was able to just walk right through it. Everything I did, I could not figure it out for the life of me because I had collision set, all the properties within the static mesh, to where the pawn was blocking, but it didn't matter because this tree is considered a structure, and I was just going down the list trying to figure it out, and it was this inertia conditioning. Um, Not to get into big details about it, this video is more of just kind of show my progress within the game. Last night I did work on some destructible palm trees. Let's go ahead and showcase that now. So we can see here, we can hit the palm tree. I don't know if you can see in the left, top left. It'll show the health. Tree is harvested, damaged, and then it falls. So might look simple to you guys, but it's given me a, I guess, how do I say this? An appreciation of game development. Something so simple for a tree to fall, to do something like that, that needs fixed because of the collision. I do appreciate game development way more because of the time and effort it takes, plus the coding and blueprints just to make, yeah, like in this case, this tree is an active. Yeah, the tree is harvested. It still gave me wood, but it did not, or actually, I don't think it did give me wood. And something else too that I was able to program, if we notice here, so when we're chopping down the tree, we don't want the tree to fall on the player. So let's go ahead, actually let's do it to this guy here. And this is a multiplayer game as well. So this will, once this is complete, I'll be able to host it on a server. Um, and multiple people can join the server. And it's almost like Arc and Rust is what the tutorial is based on. But in this case, let's chop down the tree. So after this fourth swing, it's going to fall. And in the direction that the player is pointed, the tree should fall in that direction. So we can see here it does, yep, falls in that direction. Um, and to do that, we had to do an add force. Um, you can see here, this is a function I had to create. And the target is the capsule, which you can see here, this is the capsule. So essentially, this is the collision capsule so that the player can't walk through. Also, whenever the hatchet is swung and within a radius, the radius of the hatchet swing and the capsule, come overlap with each other, that's considered a hit. And once the tree health is down, it will trigger a force, and then the direction is to the player. So if we come here, I created this little arrow, and that's essentially, the position that the player is, front facing forward, and then it'll add force. So event begin play. We had to set up all these blueprints here. Going through the tutorial, a lot of this stuff is slowly learning functions, variables. We got to set values to each item. It's it does. I mean, to recap, it makes me really appreciate the work and effort that um, is put in to creating a game. Creating all of this stuff here, camera input, movement input, something as simple as jumping. Um, dragging and dropping for your player inventory. We got the inventory system is created here. Something as simple as doing that, it takes doing it from scratch takes a lot of coding. I did notice this, and I think we're gonna get that fixed here later. When I try to drag the hatchet in the inventory, it's like a null. It doesn't know what it's doing. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys an update. Post this on YouTube for myself to even look back in time. You can see here, here's all my commits. I set up GitHub. And my last commit here was 12 hours ago. And then you can see I actually started this project 2 years ago, kind of fell off, and then picked back up on it about 2 weeks ago. So, anyways, more to come. Thanks. Bye.